Hi everyone, my name is Mallory. I work here at CompHealth, but when I'm not doing marketing, my other passion is yoga. I've been practicing for years, been teaching for about 4, and it's really added so many things to my life. So I cannot wait to share those with you. Let's get started. All right, let's get started, guys. We will start today in child's pose. To get there, bring your knees out wide, big toes to touch, send your hips back, fold forward. See if you can bring your forehead or your chin down to the mat. Close your eyes. Take a few moments just to arrive on your mat. Let go of anything that happened before this or anything that you have to do after. The only thing you need to focus on is yourself, relaxation. Let's start to cultivate your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Loud sigh out your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. One more. Inhale. Loud exhale. This time, inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. See if you can still keep an audible sound with the exhale, kind of like you're trying to fog a mirror up in front of you. That breath is the thing that really takes this practice to the next level. You did come here, though, to connect your breath with some movement. So let's do that. Inhale, come to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. Really focus on your stack, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Then inhale, drop your belly, turn your chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine, chin in towards your chest. Inhale, reverse, belly down, chin up. Exhale, tuck in round. Start to take a few of these cat-cows on your own breath. Know that you can do circles with your spine, move a little bit forward or back. Really whatever your body is calling out for these next few breaths, just take them. You've taken care of so many others. This is a time to take care of yourself. And eventually start to finish up, come back to a neutral spine, tabletop, then tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Here, take a few breaths as well, maybe pedal your feet out, shake your head yes or no. Really whatever you need, take it. And that's the theme for this whole class. It's all about moving your own way. If you ever hear something that you're just not into doing today, don't do it. You can modify, take it up a notch or take it down a few. It's all up to you. We're gonna build a little free flow. It has a few postures in it, and we'll go through it a few times before I let you make it your own. For now, let's build a foundation. Inhale, walk your feet all the way up to your hands. When you get there, lengthen up halfway, look forward. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Try and roll your shoulder blades back, engage your core. Exhale, fold forward. Bring a slight bend to your knees, and then an inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head and shoulders are the last to come up. Once you get there, bring your hands out around and up overhead. This is where we'll start. Take a deep inhale. See if you can get a little taller. Then exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips down, bring both hands in front of you, twist your right arm behind you, gazing towards your right fingertips. This is twisted fierce pose or twisted chair. Inhale, come all the way to stand, straighten everything up. Then exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips down. This time, twist your left arm, gazing towards your left fingertips. Now, those gazing points are important because it brings your neck muscles into it. And if you spend any time on a computer or your cell phone, you need some stronger neck muscles. Inhale, come all the way to stand, hands up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up halfway, look forward. Then exhale, place your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. From here, lower down slowly with control, elbows in towards your rib cage. Untuck your toes. Inhale, press into your palms. Lift your chest up for cobra. Really make sure you have a slight bend in your elbows. Take a few breaths, maybe roll your neck out, move your shoulders side to side. This is, after all, your warm-up. Then exhale, come back down to your belly. Inhale to your hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. So that's our whole free flow. You have a few twisted fierce poses and then your version of a vinyasa. Let's go through it a couple more times just so you start to feel the flow and figure out what postures you want to keep and which ones you want to get rid of. On an inhale, step to the top of your mat. When you get there, lengthen up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Bring your hands out around and up overhead. Then exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips down, twist to the right. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Then exhale, sit down and twist to the left. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up halfway, look forward. Then exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose, and lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, press into your palms, lift your chest up. Exhale, back down to your belly. Inhale to your hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let's do this one more time before those tunes get cranked up and you get to make this your own. This isn't about Simon Says. This is about listening to your body and letting it do what you want, forgetting about your to-do list. On an inhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. When you get there, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to stand, hands up overhead. Then exhale, sit down and twist to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, sit down and twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Then exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. But as your one and only free flow song starts to come in, start to make this your own. You can add in things that work for you. You can get rid of those things that don't feel good. The whole idea here is listen to your body, do the things you want, get rid of those things you don't. Never stop moving, and I'll see you on the other side of this song.
You're not very different from me, yeah. Can't stop or won't stop. Feet in the fever, oh why do I feel alive? There's gold on our faces, but under the surface, oh why do we feel alive? Real love don't come easy. If we're honest with ourselves, no deceiving. Be real, it's so hard, it's like torture. When perfect's the culture, yeah. the sector crown can divide us now. Don't you see, you're not very different from me. Can't stop or won't stop, feet in the fever, oh why do I feel alive? There's gold on our faces, but under the surface, oh why do we feel alive? Just a believer, caught in the fever. Just a believer, sick with the fever. Can't stop or won't stop, feet in the fever. Oh why do I feel alive? There's gold on our faces, but under the surface, oh why do we feel alive?
Start to finish up your flow. Remember, you never have to stop anything abruptly. We will meet when you're ready, a seat, top of your mat. Really try and do some balance on those sit bones. Bring your knees into your chest, hands underneath your knees. The important part here, lift your chest up. Never round your spine, lift it up. You can come to your toes right here, balance. If you'd like more, you can bring your shins parallel. We're gonna add a little movement onto this. So bring your palms to touch in front of your chest. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Twist to the left. See if you can start to go just a little faster. As fast as you can go. This is the part where it's gonna burn out, where things get hard, and that's why you got on your mat. Change doesn't happen when things are easy. Changes happen when they're hard. Come back to stillness. Hands underneath your knees. Lift your chest up. You can bring your toes down. You can bring them parallel. Really focus back in with your chest. Round spine. Not for this one. You wanna keep your spine straight, chest up. This beat's gonna hit again. That chorus is gonna come in, and you're gonna go back to those boat twists as fast as you can. Remember, this time is all about you. Nobody outside of this mat matters. Focus in. Bring those palms to your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the left this time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. See if you can double time it faster. Come back to boat. Knees into your chest. Remember, flat spine. You have one more chance here. This is where you really want your abs to burn. Take a deep breath. Hands in towards your chest. Start to really focus your mind here. Inhale. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, center. Twist the other. Last big push. As fast as you can go. Faster than any of your other rounds yet. Well done. Hug those knees in. Cross your ankles. Plant your hands. Come back to your hands and knees. Bring your knees out wide. Sit your hips back. Back to child's pose. Now that you're warm, we can get into the real yoga.
In this land,
You're here to relax. So leave work at work. And then inhale, come to your hands and knees. Then come to stand on your knees. First, tuck your toes. Then inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, bring your left hand either to your left hip, perhaps back to your left heel. Push your hips forward. Lift your chest up. If it feels good on your neck, let your head dip back. The important thing here is that you don't bring your hips back. Really push them forward. Inhale, bring both hands up overhead. Untuck those toes, sit your hips back, fold forward. What we just did there was half camel. Know that any back bend has a tendency to speed up your nervous system, but your breath in and out through your nose will calm your nervous system down. So really focus in on your breathing. Inhale, come back to stand on your knees. Make sure your knees are hip bone distance apart. Tuck your toes behind you. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, you're on your right side, right hip, perhaps your right heel. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, dip your head back. Focus in on that breathing. If it ever gets to a point where it's constricted, it means you've gone too far. You want to back off just a little. Inhale, bring both hands up overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back, fold forward, back to child's pose. We just did half camel on either side. We have full camel to do to round out our back bends. On an inhale, come to stand on your knees yet again. Get that foundation down, knees hip width, tuck your toes. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, you can bring your hands to your lower back, like you're putting them in jean pockets. If you want to go a little farther, you can reach for your heels. But remember, hips forward, chest up. Come to your breath. In and out, through your neck. Inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, send your hips back. Child's pose. Take a few breaths here. See if you can slow your nervous system down. Inhale, come to your hands and your knees. Cross your ankles, sit your hips back. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees out wide. Bring those feet about 1.5 feet or 2 feet in front of you. You can take your forearms, if you'd like, thread them underneath your calves, or you can always bring your hands to touch your toes. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. This next few minutes is all about you. Forget about any of the providers that you have, any of the doctors that you need to help out. You're helping yourself first. Turn your chin in towards your chest, close your eyes. Really see if you can relax your whole body. That means not grasping onto anything, letting your arms hang heavy. It's like bend to your elbows, chin into chest. Close your eyes, slow your breath down. This is your first yin yoga posture of the day. The whole point is to do nothing. Disengage all of your muscles. Let your mind go and just start to focus on your breath. The front lines can wait for a little you time.
Makes you feel broken, standing on the edge. Slipping out of your hands, staring at a last chance down below, losing hope.
Inhale, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Cross your ankles, plant your hands in front of you, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. We're gonna build a little more heat here. So inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Swivel your back heel down. Inhale, come all the way to stand, arms to a T. Then exhale, bend your front knee. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Extend your left arm at a 45-degree angle, palms down. Now don't rest into your thigh. You want to lift your side body up. Put more space between your thigh and your obliques. Try and turn your chest up towards the ceiling. Gaze up towards your left fingertips. This is your first option, extended side angle. I can always give you another option to take it up, and remember, this is your class, your choice, what you want to do today. If you want to kick it up, you can lift that right hand, float it so it's parallel, and come to your breath. This part is supposed to be hard. And that's where change happens. When you push those boundaries, when you push yourself, things improve. So remember, your breath is really the most important. Then from here, bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Bring your back heel off the ground. Start to bear a lot of weight into your right foot until you can lift your left foot off the ground. Then bring your palms to touch in front of your chest. This is your first option. Make sure to really point those toes. That'll help engage your core. Of course, if you want to make it harder, you can bring your hands out behind you at a 45-degree angle. You can bring your arms out to a T, or you can extend them forward. This is airplane. Remember, variations are yours. You get to make that choice. You get to take that freedom. See if you can lift your chest up, look forward, find a place in front of you that is not moving. Focus your gaze on it. Deep inhales and exhales through your nose. Just a few more breaths here. Your crazy schedules can wait until we're finished. Then exhale, drop your hand, step your left foot back to the back of your mat so you're framing your right foot. Then start to heel toe your right foot off to the left so you can bring your shin and your knee down on the ground. Untuck your toes. Know that the closer your heel and your hip are, the more accessible this is. The more parallel to the top of your mat, the more challenging. You want to find a place between the two, challenge and ease that you can hang out in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. See if you can find a place to rest your hands and head together. Of course, if this doesn't feel very good on your hips, you can always bend your left knee, bring your left heel and your left hip close to one another. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Same stretch, just a little different. You have one more option too. You could roll on your back, bring your right heel on top of your left thigh, then thread your hands through to grab onto your shin. These are all a variation of the same hip stretch. And you know this class is yours, so choose the one that feels best for your body. Once you're here in your yin yoga, Really try and release all tension. Yin yoga helps stretch out your connective tissue, and that's really what we're here for. It's why we hold these postures for minutes on end, because it takes a while for your body to relax and respond. Remember, your relaxation is the most important thing here. When your mind starts to wander, and I promise it will, come to your single point of focus. In this class, you have 3. You can count your breath in and out through your nose. You can listen to the beat, or you can listen to the lyrics. I promise none of these songs are by accident. They're here at this time for a purpose. Use these calming beats to help you relax even deeper into the posture.
To pick myself up off the ground. Hey love, hey love, hey love, can you feel me now? Hey love, oh. Hey love, hey love, hey love, can you feel me now? Hey love. Hear me out. Please listen to my broken sound. Turn around.
Before you even move, take a deep inhale through your nose. Loud exhale out your mouth. Start to exit. We're gonna go back to building some fire, so change your mindset. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, perhaps shake your right leg out. Eventually place it down on the mat, and on an inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Swivel your back heel down. Inhale, come all the way to stand, arms to a T. Exhale, bend your left knee deeply. Left forearm, left thigh. Extend your right arm overhead. Remember, create lots of space between your side body and your thigh. Turn that chin up towards your chest. Gaze up towards your fingertips. And come to your breath in and out through your nose. It probably sped up, and that's the point. If you want to try something a little more, you can play around with floating that left arm. Remember, this is your class, your choice, and your sides can change. One side might need something different than the other, so take it, change it up. Doesn't matter how many times you get out of this posture, it matters that you try it one more time. Remember your breath. That's the thing that'll get you through this. Whether it's here on your mat or on a shift, your breath is the most important. Then from here, bring your hands down to frame your left foot. Swivel your back heel off the ground. Start to bear a lot of weight into your left leg until you can lift your right leg up into the air. Point your toes. You guys know all these muscles are connected to your core, which is the thing that helps you balance. Play around with bringing those palms to your chest. Remember, you can play around with your hands out to the side, out in front of you, whatever feels best for you. Try and lift your chest up. Find that place that is not moving out in front of you and hold it. If you wobble or fall out of it, good. That's you hitting that point of growth. And when you grow on the mat, it goes outside. When you learn how to do hard things and breathe through it, you can take that into your shifts, in with your patients, to be non-reactive and always helpful. Bring your hands down to the mat, step your right foot back, plank pose or lunge, and then start to heel toe your left foot off to the right till you bring your shins down on the mat. Remember, heel placement is key, either close to your hip or up towards the mat. This side might be different, and that's good. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. Remember those variations? You could bring your right knee up, right heel towards your hip. You could roll on your back for that figure four. Really take whatever you need. There's never any competition in yoga, and it doesn't matter if you do the same side. It's all about how it feels. Yoga's never about aesthetics. It's about the feeling and sensation in your body. And that sensation should be relaxation. Giving to yourself, as you know, helps give to your patients, to your family, to your friends. So come to that single point of focus, whether it's your breath, the beat, or the lyrics. See if you can let go some of that tension. We tend to hold a lot of it in our neck, shoulders, and jaw. So use your exhales to release a little more. Again, before you move, take a deep inhale through your nose. Loud exhale out your mouth. Slowly start to exit. Tuck your back toes. Lift your hips up. This is your last down dog of class. Get any final movements out. Then eventually come to your hands and your knees. Cross your ankles. Extend your legs long in front of you. You can turn to the side of your mat if you'd like. Never necessary though. Bring your heels out wide. Wide can be a foot. It can be several feet. Know that your legs never need to stay straight. You can always bring a slight bend to your knees as well. Then inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, fold forward. This is gonna be our last and final long hold of class, which means let it all go. Let go of anything beyond the perimeter of this mat. Forget about your to-do lists. Focus on loosening up your muscles, letting go of that tension, showing yourself some love and compassion. And remember, when your mind wanders, it's very natural. Bring it back to your breath, the beat, or the lyrics.
But it got me smiling, riding home. Funny how pain couldn't hurt me now for too long. The lonely place I know can hold me down, 'cause I know that I have a heart full of love. I'm not afraid to admit it. Full of love, and you're the one I want to give it to. Well, I had to crash and lose it all to come back to a heart full of love, full of love.
See, you can keep your eyes closed for the rest of class. Slower than you've done anything today. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your heels to touch. Perhaps feel around for the edges of your mat. Roll all the way down on your back. Hug your knees in. From here, bring your arms out to a T, palms down. Take a deep inhale. Then exhale, drop your knees off to the right. Perhaps turn your chin off to the left if that feels good on your neck. Really let hang heavy. Don't use any effort to keep them engaged. Come back through center. When you exhale, drop your knees off to the left. Perhaps turn your chin off to the right. Really slow your breathing down. Relax. Let go. Inhale, bring your knees back through center. Hug them in one last time. And eventually come to your place of rest. You have option here as well. You can bring your legs and arms out long for Savasana. could also take the fetal position to either side or lie on your belly. Whatever posture you can truly release and relax in, choose that. Let go of your breath. These next few moments, just appreciate the hard work you did for yourself and the love that you showed yourself. Start, come back to your breath. Take some longer, deeper inhales and exhales. Notice how that breathing moves your belly and your chest. Bring some movement back in, perhaps letting your head sway side to side, wiggling fingertips or toes. And extend your arms long overhead. Get a good morning stretch from fingers to toes. Then exhale, bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Let your knees drop out wide. Left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Just like we started class with cleansing breaths, we will end class with cleansing breaths. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top. Loud exhale out your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Loud exhale. One more. Take your deepest breath you've taken all day. Loudest exhale. Take your time getting up. There's absolutely no rush. I hope that this was relaxing for you, created some love and compassion so that you can go out there and do the same for others. Thank you for all that you do.
Well, watch the sun hand in hand as it used to.